So, we're at Roll Racing. It's not gone well. It was a busy day today.
It's not what I expected to see.
We have the E90 335. We bought ethanol. The plan was we'll get it onto E50 and we'll race.
Literally bought
an M135 and the M2 and actually give it a good run.
Bought the license for MHD to do an E50 flash on the way down.
Everything was going good. You saw that test drive yesterday. This thing was pulling. However, we got out the car,
and before even undoing any straps,
we can see that there's coolant. And so what we thought was just the top radiator hose. Obviously this has got some more coolant issues. We cannot see any coolant on top, but I've heard a rumor that N54s are prone for doing water pumps. So it's probably quite probable that it's got a water pump issue and we just didn't notice it. It had, all the time we were playing with it today, only had water in it.
Yes.
So maybe it was still leaking on the undertray and we just didn't notice. But we probably ran it for a good 40 minutes today, thinking it's holding coolant.
And that little test drive, I mean, it was hitting red line. It was giving it a hard time, and it didn't piss out. There was no steam. I thought we were going to be safe.
Oh well, part of racing. And don't get me wrong, the car would go out and it would do roll racing, be absolutely fine. It doesn't lose that much coolant, obviously, but we don't want to put coolant on the track. It's not the right thing to do.
It is losing a little bit of coolant, and that would be silly to go out there with that.
So although it feels like we've had a massive fail right now, I think we just got to make the most of it, Dave.
Well, that's it. Look, on the plus side, we are still at Roll Racing, and there's a few people here, like for example, Clint unloading his 180 SX right now,
which I'd like to have a drive in. So although we're not going to be driving the cars, we're going to give you a bit of a vlog about roll racing, hopefully show you some racing, and just cry a little bit off camera.
And we haven't got to take the 335 off now.
Yeah, it can just stay on the trailer.
Nah, it should be fine. Yeah, look, honestly, it is what it is. As soon as you start playing with cars, or anything motorsport related,
it would have just been too good of a story if we got here and it was really fast and we fixed it for free, but it's not going to be a free fix.
Thinking back, maybe it was silly to buy the cheapest 335 in Australia and then take it roll racing
within 24 hours.
Yeah, we are idiots.
We are. Anyway, all right guys, let's get into a roll race.
Hey look, there's Scott. Oh, it is. It looks different with those wheels, doesn't it? Oh. He's gone and got the grippy rubber. So another car that we'll get to go in that now as well.
It's going to be a good night. So one of the cars we're going to head out in is Clint. Hopefully you've seen Clint's X5M. This dude, this dude fucks when it comes to cars. So this is his race car. It's a 180 SX. We'll start off as a 180. It's got a Sylvia front end, and actually that's a 200 SX front end, isn't it? Yeah. But it says Sylvia. It's thrown me off. But it's got an RB26 in it, so this is a GTR engine.
GTR engine, and then it's got, what is it, the Skyline, what is it, R33 Skyline from the RB25 for the gearbox and the diff, the rear subframes, the axles, the hubs.
So it's pretty much a Skyline underneath,
Skyline
in a lightweight 180 chassis.
Yeah.
What sort of power is it?
550 horsepower at the wheels.
550 horsepower at the wheels, and it weighs about 1,200 kilos?
I would assume so, yeah.
And
give or take.
Clint has just put, it's got a square set, because it's actually a circuit car this, but it's got a square set of 295. They Advans? Yokohama Advan
A050 with the soft compound.
It's like you can get the rubber to come off on your finger. It's a very soft tyre, so hopefully he's going to be able to hook, but this thing is wild. Clint, I'm looking forward to coming out in it. Guys, tonight's going to be a good night.
And we have Scott back at the next roll racing event. So if you saw my video from the last event, that was your first roll racing event ever?
It was, yeah.
And your car at that point in time was still pretty quick.
Yeah, it was.
And I managed to just get you in the old M5.
It was close.
So since then you've been a busy boy, and I've seen in the group chat that you've done a fair bit of work to this thing. Do you mind running through what you've changed since the last event?
Yeah, I suppose you could say it turned it up a little bit.
Was it last night you were still fitting the exhaust?
It was actually...
It was Friday night.
Yeah, it was Friday night. Friday I fitted it up, and I took it out for a spin first test. Yeah. So after rolls last time, I was always going for an ethanol mix, like flex fuel. So I was still waiting for some parts to arrive before I fit it up, and I went, bugger it, I'll just put E30 in it and see how she goes. And
Big difference.
Like night and day difference.
They do respond so well to some ethanol, don't they? So what E-mix are you running on it now?
So E50 at the moment.
Okay, so you kept going up, so you're on an
Yep,
E50.
yep.
And straight away you can see you've got some different wheels and tyres.
Yeah.
So much more power, you need some more grip.
Definitely. So on the E30, these things gripped up great. I wasn't getting any wheel spin whatsoever, and I dropped my time down to a 4.39.
Low fours. Low
Yes.
fours, that is very quick.
And
so these are the Federal, the 595 RS Pros.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
That's right. So not as full on as the RS, I should say.
But they're still pretty...
Yeah, they're a 200 tread wear tyre, pretty sticky.
Yep.
And
Oh, the other thing is the exhaust as well. So
yeah, yep.
So you've just thrown this on recently.
Yep, that's a VRSF street exhaust, so 3.5 inch straight pipe, so it goes 2 into 1 out of the down pipes.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
and, yeah, it's pretty spicy.
Yep.
And have a look around the front. I needed to sort out my intake air temps.
Okay, so you've gone for...
So I've gone for the VRSF 7.5 inch stepped intercooler, the
big
race
boy.
model. Yeah.
The big boy.
It fits in there good, and you know what? You can see the intercooler straight at the front now, so
Yeah.
it means business.
So which cooler did you have on last time?
It was the Mishimoto 5 inch.
A 5 inch. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I remember from Andrew's car, he noticed quite a big difference, even going from the 5 inch to the 7 to the 7.
Oh yeah.
Noticed the same thing?
Absolutely. Yeah. Intake temps are well under control now.
Cool. So that's quite a bit of a difference.
Yep.
It's partly the reason. No, it's not really. Not the reason why I didn't bring the M5. However, you definitely now I know for sure how the race would go.
Yep.
It's a bit of a bummer that I couldn't get the M5 here. Also, a bit of a bummer that we can't take that one out. But look, you're gonna have to line up against the 135 and even Declan in the M2 as well.
Yeah. I'm pushing Declan in those 0 to 100 times.
Of course, yeah.
I know. But he went out again with the Koyas and knocked it down again to I think a 4.26. So he's just keeping it ahead of me. And
there's not much in it.
As soon as I went to E50, those tyres aren't wide enough.
Wow, already.
Yeah.
Well, look, if it's all right with you, I'll still got to sign on.
All right.
Bit of rush,
Yep.
but if it's all right with you, I wouldn't mind jumping to the passenger seat and watching
absolutely.
you kick Declan's ass.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
Well, guys, I hope you can hear us. We don't have the mics, but we're out. We're about to head out in the 180SX. I'm not going to record anything until we start the races. Clint, have you got any ways or theories you're going to use to try and put some power down? Have you got rolling anti-lag or anything?
Nothing like that.
So we're just going to be brake boosting.
Yes.
Guys, let's hope we get the win. We'll see you at the race.
I have gripping first. This is amazing.
Dude, that was fucking mega! Hopefully you can see us all right and hear us, but we managed to pull up next to Ty, the gentleman with the 407 HP number plate. He's running 17 Ts. I can't remember what fuel he's got. I think he's got E50, methanol. It's a very fast car, so I don't think he's going to put his power down, Clint. This is going to be a good challenge for the 180.
Yeah.
Team N54, I hope you lose. I'll be honest. I hope you lose. Fuck, it just hooks.
Yeah.
It just hooks. What the hell? Oh my god, Ty. Good luck, Ty. Holy shit. Sorry, Clint. Sorry.
He's quick.
Woo! That was sick.
Okay. All right, here we are. We are in Scott's 335, and we've actually just pulled out on the track behind Andrew and Clint's 180, and also Declan. It looks like Declan has just raced a F80 M3, and as we come past the pit wall, it looks like he actually won. So he should be having a good night so far. And I guess we'll either... Declan's pulling over. Do you want to race Declan or Clint?
I don't mind either way.
There's Robbie from the 0 to 60 chat, and he's actually gonna. It looks like he's lining up against this truck, which that is just mental. You can hear it. I think he's about to get beaten by the truck, quite possibly. I can hear the truck just spalling. And we are lining up behind, well, with Declan. Now, I saw Scott's 60 to 120 time from his practice run, and it was actually really, really quick for this surface. Normally when you come here, you're 60 to 120, you lose a lot of time, but because with these tyres he's running, it's actually pretty good. So I reckon you would have had Declan, but he's running Andrew's wheels and tyres, and he's not spinning up either. So this is going to be pretty damn close, I think. Yeah, normally when Declan leaves the line for that burnout section, he usually just bakes the tyres. Okay, so
Sick, that thing.
yeah, it is sick, man. So what's your method? You're gonna... Oh my God! Holy moly! Holy... Dude, that was perfect! That was... The camera wouldn't have been looking at the lights, but your reaction time was spot on. Your shifts... You're in manual... Yeah, you're in manual mode.
Yeah.
They were just perfect shifts. And there was no wheel spin at all.
Not
This thing is
whatsoever.
hauling ass. I'm so glad I didn't bring the M5. Dude, that was... I don't think Declan was spinning up either. You
No.
got the jump and then held it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so we just raced Ty in his 17T M54. Unfortunately, he got you, Clint.
He definitely did.
I mean, I was kind of rooting for the M54. This thing's quick, though. I think if you had a different gearbox, you would have got it. Like, this pulls harder, but the shifts hold you back, I reckon.
Definitely does, yeah. Every time I change gear, he just keeps launching away.
So we've come up with the idea of racing a DCT BMW with an even faster gearbox than Ty's. We've got Declan behind us in his M2. Now the M2's not as quick as Ty's car, so it's going to be a closer race. Maybe we've got to get this win. We've got to get the W. What did you rev to on the race?
Usually about 7.
Oh, they're just so efficient. You spun that time.
Spun in first.
You did.
Now the bottom is
He's so happy. Oh. Well done, Clint. That was a fucking quick car. That
It's going good.
Damn it. Okay, we jumped in the race anyone lane, and unfortunately we are up against a VL drag car. If you saw it just peeling tyres just then. So it's going to be a tough race, this one. But let's see what we've got. Jesus. Again, from your point of view, man, that was a really clean, quick run.
Yeah, like
You've got this thing dialed.
you get off the mark so well, and it's like it's only when we get into the second half of the run when these drag cars really
Start.
open up and have the top end of it. You know,
And
you gotta
actually-
remember I'm still on stock turbos as well, so
Oh, it's incredible. And honestly, you were doing a good job of grabbing gears, because it sounded like a Boeing 737 was beside us. And yeah, I couldn't hear your thing at all, even with your new exhaust. So yeah,
No.
you did a good job there.
yeah, you just got to keep it. Thankfully, well, when you're launching from 40, the revs don't snap so quickly
true.
for you, so you do have more time to watch it get up and get close to 7,000 and then pull a gear. So it's not too bad. It's not too hard.
Cool. Well, this time, I reckon if we pull over in the waiting area,
Yep.
and we might be able to race James in the 135.
Right, yeah, that'll be interesting.
Okay, quick change of plan. That is the F10 M5 from, I can't remember the date, but it was the first ever roll racing event we came to, and we're in Andrew's car, and it nearly got Andrew at that point in time, and it turns out he's friends with Tim, a 0 to 60 member, and it was 100% stock at the time, whereas I have a feeling now it has been tuned, so it should be a bit spicier.
Yeah. I really don't know. Unknown quantity for me, so
I don't know either. Like it was so surprising last time when I was in Andrew's car for a completely stock vehicle.
yeah.
We'll have to get out there and see what it
Yeah,
does.
that's it. Let's just see.
Alrighty, here we go against the M5. Holy shit! That was sick!
Oh,
Did you see
man.
that? I was not expecting it to just blaze second gear like that. Now the only thing is, Scott's transmission temp is creeping up when we were in the line there. I mean, it'll be fine for this run, but maybe do a cool down lap afterwards. Man, it sounds so good, that M5.
Damn it!
Holy shit! Holy... Okay, he must have done... It must be flashed, more boost, probably downpipes, because it's making a hell of a noise. He spun up when the light went green then.
Yeah.
And then once it started hooking up, it just powered through.
It fucking
What a monster!
just steamed past me. It's like, damn it!
Okay guys, we're about to head out against 607 PSI. It's a Ford Territory. Now if you saw the first roll racing video that I ever did, these Territories can be quite quick, so let's know. It could be 1,000 horsepower and all-wheel drive. Good luck, Clint. You've got to get a W before we go back in.
We need one, but I don't know if I'm going to get this one. We'll try.
It's also weird how he baited us. He's like, hey, do you want to race?
Yes, he did.
We'll see. We're going out. Fucking sounds good. about 5 grand in third, then it started pulling power.
It did, heavily, yeah.
You would pull on him until it broke up.
Yeah.
Fuck, alright. What do we do?
I might pull spark plugs out, I guess, and just have a look.
Check them. Maybe the gaps are closed up or something. Alright, we'll head back in. It feels fast when it's got power.
When it's working, it does pull, doesn't it? When it's not misfiring, yeah.
Oh. That thing is quick. That was quick. Well done. Okay guys, well actually this car's quite quiet, but we're here with Robbie. He is a member, he supports the channel, he's a bit of a legend. He has recently purchased is it an Opel or a Vauxhall? It's an Opel or a Holden, I mean.
Yeah, it's a Holden.
It's Holden Astra, but it's the VXR, so it's basically the quick hot hatch from Europe. And you've been out and you've had some wins today.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been surprising. 100% stock, but at the end of the day, I guess it's got a Chevy engine, so it's a GM motor.
You're enjoying it, which is the most important thing. So I want to come out and do some runs in this, enjoy the AC and the comfort for a little while after that 180SX. And yeah, let's go and do some races. Car's standard at the moment, isn't it?
100%.
Stock as a rock. All right.
400 Newton meters.
Shit, that's not bad.
Yeah, stock.
That's a lot of torque.
Yeah.
That's a tuned Megane. In fact, that's as far as they tune the Meganes.
Yeah.
All right. So, getting excited.
All the mods on this, you can, they're all Chevy mods.
Okay.
So you get everything off HP tuners.
Yep.
So you download HP tuners, you get the dongle.
Yes.
Then you can download maps from the HP tuner repository. And you just got to hit.
Just like MHD for the Beamers.
100%.
Right.
You just got to, make sure you support it with hardware.
Okay guys, we're actually going out against Scott in his N54 right now. This is going to be a tough race. I don't know if we're going to get the win on this one. Just hooking up tonight. He's playing with us. I don't think it's better if you got the jump on this one. This is good. Whistling. Happy for Scott. He's done all that work himself. He's done such a good job on that.
Wow.
Scott, if you're watching this, well done, man. That is a
awesome.
quick car.
Jesus, this thing goes good, man.
Yeah.
So I've jumped in with James in the 135i, and we're actually lining up against Scott in the 335 that I just jumped out of. That felt pretty pokey. This does sound good. It's ridiculous how good it sounds for what you've done in terms of exhaust mods.
Getting a phone call, we'll reject that.
All right.
Second gear.
I reckon this is going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
That was good. That was really good. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh, good.
All right, this could be a good one. We are up against a Falcon U, which normally going up against a Turbo Barra, it is a bad thing, but it still looks like it's running the stock rear wheels and tyres.
Yeah.
So it hasn't got big fat meats on the rear, so it might not have too much power or might not get too much grip. So this could actually be interesting. Buddy. There you go. Gave it to a Barra.
Yeah, good.
This thing, it's not getting any doughier as you keep doing more pulls. It's just copping it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's good. It's probably getting a little bit heat soaked. Like it's 20.5 degrees. It's pretty warm. It definitely feels a lot quicker when it's cooler, but it's not doing too badly.
So we're just about to head out again, guys. Looks like we're going up against the noisy 300 ZX. Here we go. Good luck, Robbie.
Thanks, bro.
I was going to say hopefully he'll miss a gear, but I'm pretty sure he's auto. Listen to it. Yes, stick on the good side. Yeah, you got him. Woo! You got this. That's a drag car. We just raced a proper drag car. Fucking hell. Woo! So this is Robbie's first rolls. What do you reckon to it? Oh, I'm trying to turn the light on.
It's the best fun. Way better than drag racing.
It is so good, guys. If you haven't done roll racing, you've got to come and give it a go.
This is awesome.
We all say the same thing. It's like street racing used to be when it was not so illegal. All right, we're gonna head back in and catch our breath.
I love how good this thing sounds. Okay, for this run, we have lined up against an RS3. However, it's not just any RS3.
No.
That particular car has done a 10.7 quarter mile.
Yep.
So, we think we know who's going to win this race, but it'd be interesting to see what the RS3 does or how far ahead it gets.
Pretty sure it's also quicker than the Perfumani down roll racing. But
Yes,
we'll
yeah.
find out soon enough.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, as I expected.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
I love that noise. It sounds so good.
Yeah. Sounds like a V10.
Oh, beast of a car. Fucking hell, that sounds awesome. Oh, it's so spiky. I've jumped in the 180 with Clint, and we have, what do we got? Okay, it's an Evo 3, which I think I saw that rock up on a trailer with Forbidden Performance stickers up the side. I think she's going to be quick.
Yep.
Exciting run I've been on all night. I couldn't talk.
So too much boost off the line and just destroyed the tyres.
Yeah. So you were saying you weren't having traction issues before.
I held a bit more boost on that launch there.
And that was it. Because was it just me? It sounded like it was just frying up. And
first gear just fried up. Big smoke cloud behind us.
Bugger. Honestly, if it didn't spin up, you would have been a lot closer to him.
I think it would have been closer. I also had a lot of misfires through second and third there. I wasn't at the top of third by the time I hit the line, whereas in my last race before this one, I only had a little bit of misfire at the top of third, and I got partway through fourth gear across the line. So
Yeah, okay.
that was definitely down on power, that one. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully not as much wheel spin off the line on the next one and less misfiring. We'll be in with a bit of a shot.
Yep.
But still great fun nonetheless, isn't it?
Hell yeah. Okay, well, we got one race in with Clint and went to line up again, and elimination started. We're actually going to race Ty in the 335.
No,
Well, we were going to, but yeah, because it's eliminations, we're now up against the Evo again. We actually had a pretty good chat to him then, and there's a possibility that his clutch might be on the way out. So there's
one chance.
There's a chance that his clutch might start slipping, and we'll get him. Albeit a slim chance, so we're just going to see what happens. Brake boosting this time.
Yeah, we'll try and keep it down a bit. I don't know who won.
That was so close. You still had a little bit of wheel spin.
Yeah. And at the line, we were too close to the finish. I was like, I'm just going to hold third, sit on the limiter.
That was awesome.
Who got it?
So close. Well, we're going to have to wait for the officials to tell us.
Yeah.
That was sick.
I was wondering at the end there, do I change into fourth to keep it, or just sit on the rev limiter in third because we're that close to the line and just...
I think you made the right call. It still spun up a bit in first.
Yeah.
And he sort of got to jump a little bit because you were spinning up for a second, and then you wheeled him in.
Yeah, I was really... I did not expect that. I really did not expect that at all.
Yeah, once this thing hooked up in second, it fucking moved.
Went.
Okay, that was such a good race.
That was fun.
I don't know who won.
No.
We're gonna find out very soon.
I have a feeling it might have been him by a tenth of a car length or something. Fantastic. Rerun.
Okay, even the officials standing at the line couldn't tell us who won. We're having a rerun. That is so good.
This is good. So excited.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's now the second race in elimination. So you've made it through the first round, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes. We didn't lose, but...
Rerun.
Yes.
Yeah. How good's that?
Yeah. Last time I got eliminated like first round.
Yep. That was such a good race.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've definitely got more legs than me.
Yeah, excited to come back a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, she's sounding good, man. She feels strong. I reckon, despite losing to this car a few moments ago, I reckon you've got this.
I feel like he doesn't have any... He's already doing really good. Whereas I was too much wheel spin, we're having misfires, we're having issues.
Yeah,
so I feel like we have room to improve. He's already doing pretty good.
At the peak, yeah. That was so close again.
I do think he was a bottle length in front.
You reckon?
I think, well, I'm trying to watch the road, but I feel he may have been.
It will be so close. That was freaking awesome. The ratios on the gearbox is so different.
Yeah.
As you shift, he'd pull out, and then as he shifts, you'd climb back in.
I tried to go fourth that time. I don't know if
it was good. It was good.
I think that helped. I think we were a bit further back from the line when we got to there.
Did you get it? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fuck me, that was close though. Good race, man.
Surprised if they make it into elimination.
Well guys, that is the end of the day. I haven't seen Dave's footage, but you guys have. I'm looking forward to seeing how your day went. I actually spoke to you. Did you have fun?
It was brilliant as always. Not even that angry. Well, actually, it would have been good obviously if the cheap 335 was working, but we definitely made up for it with a few other races.
I didn't get a chance to go in Scott's car, but that thing was hauling.
Dialed in.
I think I mentioned it when I was in Clint's car. He ended up gapping his spark plugs down, and when you went in, it was a bit quicker.
The first race, it wasn't crisp. But it got better and better, and actually it was making more power because the first race he just baked the tyres, so it's definitely running better, and that elimination race was brilliant.
So this is going to be a good little thing for me to make sure I beat next time.
You are going to be close against that 180.
Alright, we're going to end it off there guys. Look, thank you very much for watching. Sorry we didn't get to race this time, it was just the N54 gods were not in our favour.
Surprise, no, they're fine.
But we'll get that we'll get that E90 sorted. I'm hoping it's just a water pump because we've got one.
That would make sense, wouldn't it? There's a good chance it is a water pump, but we'll have a look tomorrow.
Guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Drive safe.
Peace out.